Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make my absolute favorite breakfast casserole. There are only 4 ingredients and it's so easy, it's so delicious, and I love it because it is a make the night before type of thing. So all you have to do the next morning is put it in the oven and enjoy. This is quick, it's simple, and you're going to love it. So let's jump right on in. All right, let's make some magic. I am gonna put everything in the description box so you can just sit back, relax, and watch this. But you're gonna need a pound of sausage, 5 eggs, a sleeve of club crackers, and a cup or maybe a little bit more of cheddar cheese. Now I'm gonna start out by sauteing this pound of pork sausage. This is the Aldi brand. I cannot have MSG, it gives me migraines. And let me tell you, it is very difficult to find pork sausage without MSG, but Aldi never lets me down. I love their pork sausage for this. Next step is to take these club crackers. These are also from Aldi, and I'm putting them in a Ziploc bag. I found that this recipe calls for a cup and a half of cracker crumbs, and about a sleeve of Clubhouse crackers will get you there. And so as you can tell, I'm putting them in this Ziploc bag and I'm just gonna mash them up. I mean, it's mostly fine crumbs. There are a few coarse crumbs here and there, but that's fine. And I'm gonna be using a meat tenderizer for this. Works great. You could also do it in a blender or a food processor or with a rolling pin, whatever works best for you. All right, we're checking in with the sausage, looking good. By the way, this is a Pampered Chef mix and chop. This is one of my favorite kitchen gadgets in the world. Makes this job so much easier. Now I've got the eggs. I'm doing 5 eggs. And by the way, you guys, this is actually half of the recipe. I just use a half recipe for my family of 4. If you want to make this for a crowd, you know, like a Christmas brunch for your family or something like that, you want to double all of this. Again, I will put the entire recipe in the description box. But look at these beautiful, beautiful eggs. Oh, I just love it. And okay, so I measure with my heart. I know probably a lot of people do, but I'm adding some cheese in here and then the cracker crumbs, and I'm gonna mix all of those together. And it shouldn't be wet, but it shouldn't be super dry. If you find that it is really dry and those crackers are soaking up everything, it's totally fine to add a little bit of milk. All right, let's check in on this sausage. Not completely finished yet. Now, what I'm gonna do when this is completely cooked is to drain it in the sink, and I usually let it drain for 5 to 6 minutes because in a second we're gonna add it to the egg and cheese mixture, and you don't want to scramble those eggs. So it's really important to let the sausage cool. And the dish that I'm using is an approximately 8.5 by 8.5 glass baking dish from IKEA. These are like $3 and they are so nice. And as you can see here, after the sausage has cooled a little bit, I'm adding it to the cheese, egg, cracker crumb mixture and giving it a really good mix. Now that it's in the pan, I'm mixing it really good. If it still looks a little bit uneven, you can mix it even more while it's in there. And I'm just gonna cover it with foil and put it in the fridge overnight. It's the next day, time to eat, but first we're gonna preheat the oven to 350. And while the oven is preheating, it's a good idea to take it out of the fridge so that you don't shock that glass with the heat of the oven. I usually let that go for about 15 minutes, then set the timer for about 45 minutes. And look at that. It's hot, it's bubbly, delicious. And please don't think that I'm a psychopath because I'm cutting it this way. It's hard to cut when it's on a curve, but you know what? It doesn't matter what the shape is when you get this in your mouth. It is just so good. It's such a nice high protein thing to have in the morning to get you started. I hope you enjoyed this today. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're new here. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.